as Monty Williams, Chris Paul, and the rest of the Suns sit at home tonight and watch you and the rest of the ESPN crew broadcast this game, who do you think they're rooting for? I know that they'll play whoever they got to play, et cetera, so on and so forth.
Yeah,
deep down,
I'm sure they're rooting for the Warriors. You know, they're not going to say that, but it would make sense. The Warriors aren't as good a team. And I don't even know, like, this idea, we don't want to give them any bulletin board material. Guess what? Like, the Warriors know the Suns want them to win, and the Suns want the Warriors to win. Does that mean that it would be a walkover of a series? Absolutely not. But it would give them a better chance to win in the first round. But I like the whole Suns attitude. Whoever we play, we're not going to try to manipulate by dropping games. We're going to play who's in front of us because our goals are we got to beat everybody. So we're going to play who's ever in our path. And I think that mindset is a championship mindset. I think it gives them the right attitude going into the playoffs, regardless of who they end up playing. But they certainly would rather face the Warriors.
Well, I mean, there was such a conversation over the last weekend that the Clippers and Ty Lue purposefully lost the last two games to avoid being in the part of the bracket that sees the Lakers prior to a Western Conference final. And, you know, Ty saying, I don't care what people say. I don't read Twitter, Snapchat, or whatever he says. But what about the idea that you want to get the Lakers now, like right now, before where there might be some doubt in their heads that there is still maybe LeBron not 100%, as he says he'll never be that way again. Like, what about the concept of getting them now? Go for it. First thing right out of the gate.
Well, I think, Rich, it's like I agree with everybody. I agree with Ty Lue. He shouldn't care what anybody else thinks. He has to make decisions that are in the best interest of the team, whatever he feels those are. Then people who are judging those decisions have every right to say, I think it's weak what they did. And that they are trying to, they're not necessarily like strategizing health. This is about avoidance. Like and so you can agree with, I agree with both people. Like, I agree that Ty Lue, he should do what he feels gives them their best chance. I also agree that the media shouldn't be constrained from judging what the decisions are. But I do believe the Clippers have the best talent in the Western Conference. I don't even think it's particularly close. Now, I thought that last year as well. And they didn't play as well in those last three games against Denver as they would have wanted to. So I'm interested to watch how they play this year in the playoffs. Are they steeled a little bit from that failure last year, or that, and I shouldn't say failure, disappointment last year? Are their best players going to play their best when their very best is needed, when it gets into the nitty-gritty of these close playoff games? See, those things to me mean a lot more when you have the best team than who you actually play in the first round. Like, if I was the Clippers myself, I wouldn't worry about, I would just try to be playing well. I wouldn't worry. I'm the best team. I'm not worried if it's L.A. or Golden State or whoever it's going to be, Denver, Dallas. I feel I'm better, and we're gonna rock when it comes time to play and play well. And knowing that in the Western Conference, everybody's good, so you're not getting like a break no matter who you play. It's not like Dallas with Doncic, if they're healthy, is any piece of cake. So I like Ty Lue's attitude. I think the critiques are justified, and like I'm just so interested in how the Clippers respond and how they play, because I think, like I said, I think they're the most talented team in the West, and I think they should feel that way and have that confidence, but it's got to be backed with action.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.